Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to this week's podcast. We will be starting with Dxy as usual and go through all other instruments. Last week, if you watched the last week video, I said that looking at this correction that we are going to see on that is cooking on the larger time frame, let's say daily time frame. This correction that is cooking on the day time frame, this correction now, we believe that we may have finished this correction and that we are correcting the whole of this for now. And in our attempt to correct the whole of this, we should not expect this to break this place. So this will be a preserved resistance for now. So, but now in this wave here, if I now go back to the 4-hour time frame, like this wave 1, 2, 3, ABC wave. So if I go back to the 4-hour time frame, and here we are, and I said that a break, if you take wave for wave, and you look at the trend support or trend resistance, once it goes, what information we can get from it. And I said that a trend support here got broken by this wave. So this as a wave is completed, this as a wave is completed, and this as a wave is completed. So we now have an ABC. It looks like an ABC. And the funny thing about wave theory is that, or wave count is that everything will look like 1, 2, 3, or everything will look like an ABC, but with time, you will know how to actually structure your mind and what to expect. Is it 1, 2, 3 that I'm seeing? Is it an ABC that I'm seeing? Like I said, in an ABC, oftentimes we expect at least 100 extension, to the, but in this case, 100% extension, we didn't get to 100% extension. And so the price had broken this structure, this particular wave to the downside. So we are doing the 4th wave now. Now, because this thing didn't actually get to 100%, I'm wary calling this an ABC of a W and that this will be an X. Like I said, that could be a possibility last week. ABC of a W and an X, that could be a possibility. And that if this was to be an X, going to the downside, we shouldn't expect it to break this. Breaking this, it's likely suggestive that we are back to the downside and CSY is going to fall again. But once this low here, this the support is preserved, then there's a tendency for us to go back to the upside. And what is kind of making more sense, since this we didn't have an 100% extension, is for me to look at this as the first wave and that we are seeing a B wave in the middle. A B wave usually is a triad. So this may be an A of the B, a B of a B, and a C of a B. And I don't expect this to break this low. Now, as a C of a B, then we should expect that we should go to the upside again and take out this resistance here. And so if that is what we're going to get, then we should be expecting the whole of here. This is a B, and this will be the low of B, and this will be the high point of B. Then we'll now take an A, B, at least 100 extension, at least, to get to where this one is going to get to before we say we are now done with, a WXY. And if you're going to have more structure, then we'll see how that will play out if you're going to have more structure. But in any corrective format, the most we get is 11 swing. Now, we are still in the 4th swing right now, and we'll see how the other would play out. So to two possibilities now. The third one is going down again, which I'm not considering for now, except something else changes. The first one I'm inclined towards is an A, B, C of a B to now have an A, the ABC of a B, for us to have a C leg to complete WXY. I mean, ABC of a W. So to think that I will let's consider this as an A, B, C, that we have finished a W. I won't really want to think that way. That would be my second option. Except if price would come to this and test this area or break it, then something may change. I might say that, okay, the whole of these are an A, B, C is W, and we are having an X to the downside. So I will not consider this as an X for now. So like I said, it's either X or a C wave of a B. I've talked too much. So now, with what we are seeing now, if I bring out my trend support, the trend support tells me that this is out, this particular wave is out, and that breaking this area means that the old triad here is out. But at the same time, for those who are looking for a breakout of a trend, if you're not careful, you will think the price will retest upside and continue to go down. But if you understand the wave theory and perspective, then you should be thinking that these may just be an A and a B and a C of B, and the price is going to re-enter this zone and go up again. So if that happens, it means that you are not going to reconstruct your channel by taking it to the low here and cloning it to know where you're going to go next. So everything is unfolding. So it means that the first trend support is gone, and also this one has done its own job and is gone. We need to see more about this wave. Wave. But to be honest with you, if this were to be an ABC, then A, B of and C of B, it means that we are at the level where we should expect a reaction to the upside, because we'll be expecting a running flat. We'll be expecting a running flat. And a running flat here at 618 or 76, we're already at, I think, 76 right now. If you come here, it's around 85 of this old wave to the upside. That's a retracement. So I believe that we are already seeing some reactions, and that we should be going up. Should be going up. Now, the first thing we have to wait for, it's I don't want to sell DXY. I want to see a breakout of here. And this will be the immediate structure that we are going to take out. Starting with stuff like this, we are seeing something also that looks like a double bottom here, and that this correction and the bulls are taking again. So it's what we expect. We'll take out this structure here. You look for a retracement to buy. And that'll be the first. And once you now take out this structure here at 100.064, it tells you that this thing is going back up to break the top. That's what I can see. So now euro dollar, back to euro dollar. What do we expect? I don't want to buy euro dollar. I want to look for a sell. This structure, once it goes a retracement, you look for your sell setup. You look for your sell setup. It may begin to fall right from here, but if they decide they want to take it up again to the upside, they are actually free to do that. They still have a little more, because this is yet to, if I zoom out, on the DXY, it has touched 76 retracement. on the euro dollar, it hasn't. It's just a few pips away from reaching 76 retracement of this whole of this supposedly B wave of B, A wave, a B wave of B, and a C wave. So we may be, and of course, it's three waves. Because it's three waves, you expect it to be three waves. This is an A wave and a B of this C, and the C here, of course, we run like a 5-wave structure. So this may be 1, 2, this may be 3, this may be 4, and 5. So there is still possibility of going up one more time. If that happens, then we'll take the sell from the top. And if they begin to fall from here, we look for a retracement, a correction to sell. You don't want to buy here. Let them go up, you don't want to buy, because you'll be counter, trading the direction. So pound USD, same. Pound USD, the same for me. We are looking for, it has broken this top, and breaking this top for me does not really mean anything. You have to look at the larger picture of this being an ABC in this case, and that this is just probably a W wave, this an ABC of an X wave that should not break 76. So any moment from now, this also breaking the structure to the downside, we should be turning to the downside any moment from now. For now, we are still warming up. We may still go up one more time, and after that, then the price should fall. NZD USD. NZD USD, I still see more movement to the upside before we begin to fall. USD JPY, dollar yen. Dollar yen, this is still making its move, but the way I see this is making, looking like a motive wave in the making. I think we may just have done in an A base to the downside. This is a 3-wave move to the downside. It's a 3-wave, it's not 5 waves. So because it's a 3-wave, it's very, very corrective. It's not a motive wave. Now, this going to the upside, once we don't take this low, perhaps if we take it, it might still be an extended flat. But this gradually is grinding to the upside. We may be breaking up again. We may be breaking up again here. If I flip to the daily time frame, yen seems to be the most difficult. Any yen pairs, the most difficult you want to take. If you see this movement, you think, yes, it's an impulsive movement that you want to look for a correction to sell. But what I'm seeing here, it's a build-up of a motive wave to break up again before they come to the downsides. I will begin to look for sell once price will take this low here. Once price breaks this low at 152, then I'll begin to look for sell. The last but not the least is gold. The last but not the least is gold. Where is gold? Spot gold. For me, spot gold has been very, very interesting. We had waited patiently. If we go to the daily time frame, for us to see the end of this 4th wave, and we felt like probably we may be just going up to break one more time to the downside and end that 4th wave around this area before we push up. The way this thing has gone up, except if they want to make it more complex, anything is still possible, but is looking more unlikely that this will turn out to be an A, B, and a C for one more drop. That it's looking most likely unlikely, where the limit of the 4th wave will not allow for this kind of a correction of a B wave for one more fall. It won't allow for it. So it does look like this is done like an ABC of a W, an X, and a Y to the downside. That's what I can see. It looks more like we are in a motive. We are doing a motive sequence now, and the price is turning bullish to do a fifth wave, and eventually we are going to take out 5,600 to the upside. Now, within this daily time frame now, so we can see a buildup of 1, 2, a 1, 2 here. So a 1, 2, a 1, 2 here. And even if you think that this is a 1 and a 2, if it's corrective, you don't expect it beyond 1618. This has gone way past 1618. And what do I see here? On the 4-hour time frame, what do I see here? It's probably too early to begin to look for a sell. Probably we are around that zone to look for a sell. This to me looks more like a 1, 2, and here for the, or you can say an A, B, and a C. But I think it's because it's gone beyond 1618, like I said, it's not an A, B, C anymore for me. It's let's look at it. Let's look at it. It's not an ABC anymore. If you look at the blue card, if you look at the golden yellow card now, from that support to that resistance back to this here for a 2, 1618 is here. Price has broken 2.2. Price is almost eating 2618. So that is quite a motive wave, So looking like a motive wave now sequence, then this will be the third wave now. Wave 1, wave 2, and within wave 3, so we can see a 1, 2, a 3, 4, and this should be the last wave of wave 3, except if they want to now get it extended. So it looks like wave 3 of initial move, then we should see an ABC correction to correct the old move to the upsides. And as if it's a wave 3, of course, we should expect, if wave 3, we should expect a wave 4 around this area, maybe a wave 5 before we correct. As I think it does look like wave 3 has ended here. Yes, wave 3 may have ended here, and this may be the whole of wave 4, and this will be a wave 5. So we are due for correction. So correcting, if we break this support, then you know it's a deep correction. Then the old will now be a wave 2 here of that cycle. One cycle would have finished a wave 2, then before we go, we power to the upside. Either we'll see a fourth wave that will not break here, or a wave that will break here. But what I'm expecting here now is I'm expecting a corrective, wave to the downside. So at what level? Maybe between here and 675 area, we should see that. Honestly, I don't think we should break this resistance here at 4775 before we see that correction to the downside. So, but in the immediate, if you look at 15 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame, it's early, but it's a move. It's early. This is happening. It has broken this 15-minute structure here. We need to see this more to the downside. If it extends as a 5 waves structure to the downside as an A, B, or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it should do that to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside, I will consider that to be the end of the move to the upside. Then we can now safely look for a correction to the upside to sell more. Otherwise, we may be going up. But for me, breaking this area means that we are done, because you have to look at structures and you have to take out. This is the immediate structure here. Breaking this structure to the downside means that the price is actually in correction. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, then you take a very cautious sell, because price, with your tight stop loss, because price may still go up and take up the top before they come down. So is that they begin to fall from here, or one more top to break before we come to the downside? So with that, I've come to the end of this long, I don't mean it to be long, but eventually it's long, forecast. Do like, share, and comment. Bye.